Why do you have to pay for the airline ticket before you begin the journey, but pay for the cab after you finish the journey?
Why do we need power plants when everybody can buy their own generators? Is it simply the price?
Why do people buy shares in a company that they cannot control?
To answer this last question, and many such others in public policy, let us go on a time travel to the era of the Industrial Revolution.
Prior to the Industrial Revolution, the scale of production was linear. You employed 2 artisans, you doubled the output. You employed 3 artisans, you tripled the output. But with the Industrial Revolution, doubling all inputs more than doubled output.
The flip side of this was that we now had to have a minimum scale of operation. This made investments lumpy. Minimum scale meant a minimum amount of investment. But no single investor would want to take the risk of the entire amount of investment.
To diversify the risk, the ownership had to be distributed among many people. Lawyers developed and implemented the legal framework that helped define the shares as a financial instrument. And suddenly, it became possible to have millions of owners of a company.
But millions of owners meant millions of decision makers. That is not going to work if there are so many decision makers deciding how to run one company. And therefore, we had to separate out ownership from decision making. And the stock market was born.
Who were the players who got us to where we are now? Engineers, of course. How were stocks to be valued? Economists came to the fore. How would people know this value? Accountants worked out the disclosure norms, and so on.
This example of the stock market is public policy in action. Public policy defines the rules within which people interact with each other. Join us in this journey to see how public policy plays out and discover your role as engineers in the shaping of public policy.